Restart. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Joyful Sundays. I'm very excited to have a new guest today. And we're not meeting at the moment in person, but we decided to do a Skype call to do the interview on this beautiful Sunday here in Berlin. And I'm actually really missing to have someone sitting next to me, but as I said, we make the best out of the situation. So, hello, welcome to Joyful Sundays, Hollis. Could you, I would love to introduce you. You're a good friend of mine. And we met through music in Berlin. And so how are you feeling, first of all? How are you feeling at the moment?
You know, I don't think we met. Well, I was with some music people that you knew when we met the very first time. I don't know if you remember this. We met in a restaurant.
Yes, I know, but I knew you already through music.
Ah, okay.
So, can you tell us a little bit more? Where do you come from? Where are you born? And when you moved to Berlin?
Okay. My name is Hollis P. Monroe. I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States of America, planet Earth.
Good.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't go beyond that. I don't know the name of our galaxy or whatever. And I moved to Berlin at the end of 2016.
So, today is Sunday, and I would love to know, to dive in a little bit in your normal Sunday routine. So, what do you have been doing today?
Well, this isn't a normal Sunday, right? But I'm doing actually kind of what I would normally be doing. I actually have a podcast with my friend, and we normally do this on Sundays, but since we didn't do that, so I did what I would normally do otherwise, which is sleep and eat.
Yes! Best thing to do on Sunday. Yes.
Yeah. And actually, I haven't even eaten yet.
That's the best answer.
Yeah.
And what would you do? You like to sleep? Yes, right.
Sleeping is probably it's a toss-up between eating and sleeping. I think these are my two favorite things in the world to do. Yeah.
Very good. So I know I said it a little bit that I know you through music. So could you tell us a little bit more what kind of art are you actually doing?
Primarily, I'm making house music, deep house music, or my version of deep house music. And I have a couple music projects, one being under my real name, and then another with a partner who's back in Montreal, called the Black 80s. And it's kind of song-based house music, kind of like stuff you could listen to at home. Like, that's kind of the overall goal, stuff that you could also listen to at home, you know?
Perfect. I'm a big fan of your music. I'm also a big fan when you play.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, you came to a whole bunch of my Berlin gigs even before I moved here.
Yeah, I love it. So
it's very nice to see you.
It's nice to, I don't know, it's like also if you hear certain music and then you met the person behind this music, I think it gives you a totally other picture and it makes you connecting even more with the music. And so if now a song is coming on my Spotify list from the Black 80s, I'm like, well, we just cooked lately, and then it has something, I also remember the lyrics different, it gives me really like a face of yours if I listen to the music you do. So I think it's
do you think that the music reflects me as a person?
Yes.
Yeah? Because, I've dated, like, some of the women that I have dated, maybe when I was a little bit younger, I guess, they would say that they don't see the person that makes the music. Like, because I think in the music, I'm a little bit more emotional and sentimental.
Yes. But this is deep inside of you, I know.
Okay. To say so.
Yeah. No. It's interesting that they said it. No, I can see it, but I can totally see the difference. But I can connect it very well.
Yeah.
So,
and that's how I express that side of myself, I think.
Yeah. Interesting, right? How so. If I know you also work at home a lot of times anyways and behind the screen and working on music. So how do you motivate yourself, especially when you have like a project? Is there something like a special routine? Okay, in the morning I stand up and I have 4 bananas and then I'm like, bam!
Is that how it works? I wish it was like this. No, I actually normally sleep with the laptop on the bed beside me. And when I didn't have a laptop, my desktop computer was right up next to my bed. So I can wake up and just start working immediately, like before and usually this is what happens before I do anything else. Like I just wake up and start doing some stuff, and then maybe 4 hours later I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to eat, So, but I think the motivation just comes, I guess, naturally out of a sense of urgency, actually, because I don't have any kind of backup plans or secondary incomes, really. So if I don't make music, I'm not making a living,
Yeah, of course.
So,
but it fits you.
So that is a very big motivator.
Yeah, of course. In all kind of cases. So, and do you have anything you're working like as maybe a secret project at the moment that you say, okay, well, with Black 80s we're planning a new album, or is there something still coming up? You could give us like a sneak peek. What is you working on for on next week, maybe?
For next week?
Yeah, for example.
Well, I don't know if it's for next week. I wish it was done by next week, but it's been an ongoing process, taking a lot longer than I thought it would. I think the follow-up, the main project that I'm working on personally, is a follow-up album, a follow-up Black 80s album, but it's going to kind of reflect the sound, like the way that I used to make music when I was a kid. And so I'm trying to recapture the vibe that I had when I was like a kid with big dreams and didn't, just had lots of ambition and passion and everything. And, when I would do stuff I spent a lot of time in the house. This is the interesting thing. Since all this is going on, I feel completely comfortable because I've been doing this all my life. I just get home, I stay in the house, I'm just trying to create something,
Yeah. And you also need your space.
So, yeah.
You also need your comfort zone to create, and you also need your that you feel safe to create. So I know, everyone is different. Some people get inspiration from going out, and the other one is from looking at the sky. And I think, when I thought of Corona, I thought like, if someone is very safe, it's you. Because, I don't know. But of course, like, when it was your birthday last week, I really wanted to come by and hug you and bring you a cake, I guess.
Kill me and infect me with all kinds of outside.
Why I didn't do it.
Yes. Well, you can. I'll at least have a couple more birthdays, and you can come.
Good. And coming to one of my favorite questions is actually to have a good routine. Do you? Because of course I'm a big workout person and sports person myself. But are you going like for walks, or are you doing any stuff like training at home to be like also balancing your mood in a way, or are you more like anyway well balanced?
Well, I would say I feel imbalanced. I don't think this, for me, I'm a very reflective person, I like to think about things and think about myself and why I do what I do, or, if I had a situation earlier in the day, I think about like, oh, why'd you say this to this person? Like, or why did you feel like that when this happened? Like, and try to get a better understanding of myself. But this is kind of an ongoing, constant process. So I think once I get more answers about myself, I feel pretty balanced and confident and calm, and So, but that's just from actively trying to understand myself more. But I do, as far as like for the physical side of myself, I like to bike around, I don't like walking at all, actually. I really don't like walking,
Yeah, I love walking.
I'm not into it for some reason. I don't like running, and I don't like walking. So, like, if I have to go somewhere far, I don't really take the train either, but like I try to bike everywhere that I go. But I think about like if I had to take a train somewhere and then walk, like take a train 2 kilometers and then have to walk 4 blocks, I'd rather bike the whole way than to walk those 4 blocks. Like, I just don't like walking. I don't know.
That's it. You know what we call this in our sports genre? We call it's the turtle mood.
The turtle mood?
Yes.
What's that mean?
Because the turtle doesn't like to walk so long.
Yeah, see, there you go. See?
Okay.
But I do want to add one thing that I thoroughly enjoy. I've been doing EMS training, the electric muscle stimulation training.
The cheating stuff. No, I don't take it. I also don't accept it. You already told me about that. Not gonna happen. No.
Have you done it? Have you done it before?
Yes, once, but I think it's cheating. No.
Why? What's cheating?
It's totally cheating.
Why is it cheating? Explain make me understand. Why am I cheating?
I actually cannot dive deeper inside, but for me it's cheating. But if you feel comfortable for it, then it's the right thing for you. But is there, honestly, sometimes, I feel it from being also working home. I do a lot of exercises to balance myself, but sometimes, if I have Spotify on and I work on something special, then if a song pops out, I'm going to I freak out and I just starting to dance. Dance how I would dance on a dance floor. Is there something you like to do when there's a certain thing, a certain song coming up, and you're like, oh my god, I'm need to move, you know, in a way? Is there like on which song you freak out on the dance floor?
Well, there's this song called Premier Gal. I don't know what you would call this style of music or whatever, but it originates from Africa, and the song is called Premier Gal, and it's by this group called Magic System.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to listen it to right away afterward. After we hang up.
You have to hear this song. I mean, I don't know, something, actually, and I play it, I don't really like play it out in the club too much or anything like that, but maybe I should start playing this more. It's not really like a house song or anything like that, but I used to play it in a lounge bar place. Mm-hmm. And whenever I would play this song, this is like everybody starts like bobbing their heads and like, you know, getting a little movement in their seats. And people come over and ask me about this song. This song is like infectious. It's just perfect. I don't understand one word that they're saying in the song, you know. I did look it up one day. I looked up the lyrics and did a translation because I think it's in some form of French or whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is by far one of the best songs ever made. Okay. Like,
I want to listen to it. And do you have like a song you were always hearing with your mother, for example? Is there something a track your mom played for you, or your favorite song which is reminding you of her?
I can't say that there was one song in particular, but it was just like, as soon as you said this, like album covers started flashing in front of my eyes, you know, like she had a well-rounded, I'll tell you what song it is.
Okay.
Only because she told me it was her favorite song. I'm getting emotional right now for some reason. She had this 12-inch of something, I think is called "Something in the Way" by the Beatles. Like something in the way she moves. It goes something like this. But this was my mom's like favorite song, at least at that time. And I remember her playing this on the 12-inch. And other than this, she had like some like Shaka Khan albums, Steely Dan, Patti LaBelle, Sylvester. I don't know if you like, you know, you make me feel real. You know this song?
Yeah.
So this is the kind of stuff she played, you know, she played a whole bunch of like different kinds of stuff actually. Doobie Brothers and all this like at home.
Cool. Please in the next day send me some, like if something pops out in your mind, maybe you send me some stuff and I'm going to do maybe once a nice new addings to my Spotify playlist, especially now. Like I am absorbing music on a whole another level because I'm a lot of outside after work, and now I'm inside after work. So I do listen to it in another way and a lot more. Yeah.
I actually, even before Spotify happened, actually on my Facebook, I have in the notes, I keep a list of all my favorite songs. Yeah. And I just add songs to it from, I add songs.
I need to check it. I didn't know. Okay,
and I think this is an interesting thing because I feel like you can learn a lot about people through the songs that they appreciate and love.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
And, yeah. So I'll send you this list or whatever so you can, so this would be a good, like a refresher course on like Hollis. Like you can see all the songs that I've you know.
Good.
And I think they'll tell you a little bit more about me.
Thank you. One of my most favorite questions, actually, also of course about this interview platform, but also in general, if I want to meet a person and get to know the person in a deeper way, my favorite question is actually, what brings you joy? So if I ask you this question, what comes up there? Is it something in, there can be so many ways. My favorite answer, by the way, was one, and she was so honest. She's like, it's the little things. For example, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I thought it was so cute because, I saw it in her face. There was like this,
Peanut butter and jelly is good, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
That gives me some joy, too. For me, I think as you know, I really like talking to people. I like having conversations with people. And I think what I enjoy is encouraging people to pursue their dreams and their goals. And if I have a conversation with someone and someone comes back to me later and says, that I help move them onto the path of doing what they truly want to do, this makes me feel like this is one of the best feelings in the world. I really like
supporting,
encouraging people,
Yeah, encouraging is the better term, actually.
Yeah.
I can definitely sign this theme of encouraging people brings me also a lot of joy and support. I saw it also, for example, from my side, when I was doing this charity marathon in Sierra Leone, and I saw the people and the kids who got the help through the called Street Child Marathon project, where I was raising money to finance a school in Sierra Leone, and to help those kids I never saw. That make me so that's a feeling. It's so heartwarming, and it brings for me one of the purest versions of joy. And I think that's the same, like encouraging, helping, and it's also something very. I think it's something natural what we actually are born with this feeling of togetherness and encouraging, and it comes from very long time ago, and I can totally understand that. You know what? I'm going to cook for you, and I'm going to, maybe a cake is better because you had birthday. I'm going to bring it to your doorsteps.
Oh.
I think this is a deal.
Yeah?
Yes.
You're gonna ring it and then ring the bell and run away? Is that what you're gonna do?
And leave you like a handwritten note card, I guess.
Nice.
So I'm very excited to hear your new music, and I'm going to also post all your existing infos about the Black 80s album, for example, in the captions that people can follow you. And I am very happy and thankful for the time that we had.
Thank you.
Even though I cannot hug you. But thank you so much for this interview.
Yes. That's what we're doing.
Stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you for giving me those insights and all of us. And it was a very, very much fun interview to do.
Thank you for having me.
Sunday evening.
Ciao. You too.
Ciao.
Bye.